Yo, what's up, guys? It's Coach Nate with another episode of Steel Strength Radio, and today I'm just going to be reading off the blog that I wrote for you guys titled, Why You Should Only Work Out 2 Days Per Week. When it comes to working out, strength training is king. In fact, one of the reasons strength training is so awesome is that just a little bit goes a long way, which is why we actually recommend that 50% or more of our clients train just 2 days per week. Just 2 days per week? What happened to all the crazy recommendations of 6 days a week that you've been used to hearing? What about the 3 to 4 days a week that you've often heard before? It's actually something we recommend sometimes. There's a time and place for training 6 days a week, believe it or not, but it's for a very small percentage of the population, especially if you're an athlete, okay? If this is like your thing that you're really trying to dial in, then it would make sense to train as much as you need to train to do well at whatever activity you're trying to do well at, right? There's also a time and place for 3 to 4 days a week. In fact, this is what some of our clients do. But you can pretty much never go wrong with 2 days a week, especially if you're just an everyday man or woman looking to be lean, strong, and healthy, looking to transform your body, health, and lifestyle. Now, I'm going to share 3 reasons why strength training just 2 days per week is awesome. But before I do, let me make this one point. The more you can train and recover from, the better and faster the results that you'll get. Which is why athletes and people really into strength training will work out 5, 6, or even more times per week. It's also why we recommend some of our clients train 3 to 4 days per week, because they can and their results will be faster. But 2 days a week is awesome for 3 reasons. Number 1, it's extremely time efficient. Number 2, you pretty much never have to worry about overdoing it. And number 3, the results are still great. So it's extremely time efficient. Busy, busy, busy. Everyone is so busy these days. Early mornings, long days, late nights, and probably not enough sleep. This can make training frequently, training a lot, very difficult to do. But I've found that even the busiest of people can train 2 days a week for 45 minutes. If you don't have an hour and a half per week to dedicate to your health and fitness, you need some new priorities. Just saying. 2 days a week is enough to make great progress. Listen until we get to point number 3, because that's what that's about. But it will also easily fit into your hectic schedule. So you pretty much never have to worry about overdoing it. This is point number 2. Now, do you remember my point from earlier, the one about the more you train and recover from, the better results you'll get? Well, it's true, but the key point that so many people skip over is the and recover from part. If you're super busy, if you don't eat like you should, which we can help with that, and if you don't sleep enough, your probably is not going to be great. And while you could probably still train 3 to 4 days per week and be fine, I can almost 100% guarantee you'll easily recover from 2 days per week. Everyone wants to max out everything all the time. More, bigger, bigger, progress, progress, progress. And I can relate. I love progress. I'm addicted to it. I crave it. But I've learned the value in going through seasons of not always towing the line. It's okay to take it a little slower for a season so you can make progress without stress. If that sounds nice, 2 days per week might be right for you. And number 3, the results are still great. Look, at the end of the day, we're trying to make progress. But to summarize this point, let me just say, if you want to be lean, strong, and healthy, and you aren't trying to get ready for a competition, 2 days a week is enough to get you life-changing results. And if it wasn't, we would not recommend it to our clients, because we are in the business of changing lives. And while 3 days, 4 days, etc. will get you better results, 2 days is still a really solid plan. Plus, don't forget the benefits, the first 2 benefits that I shared with you already. I also want to teach you about the law of diminishing returns. And you can refer to my beautiful graph, which is in the blog post, for a visual. But here's the thing. 4 days a week gets you better results than 2 days per week, but it doesn't get you 2 times the results, even though you're working out twice as much. And 6 days per week, if you can recover from it, I'm not going to recommend that for the vast majority of people, but if you can train 6 days a week and recover from it, you will get better results than 2 days per week. But despite training 3 times as much, you're not going to get 3 times the result. The thing is, the more you train, the faster you'll make progress, but the amount of progress you make from each additional workout decreases over time. This means your first workout gives you the greatest benefit. There's a massive difference between the results of someone who trains 1 day a week versus somebody who trains 0 days per week. There's also a significant difference in the person that trains 2 days per week versus 1 day per week, but the difference between 2 days and 1 day is not as significant as 1 to 0. Add a third day and you'll make better progress still, but the difference between 3 days and 2 days is smaller than the difference between 2 day and 1 day. Again, you'll want to check out the graph for a better understanding. But it's like, if you're not training at all, you get 0 results. 1 day, a lot of results. 2 days, a little bit more. 3 days, a little bit more. 4 days, a little bit more. 5, 6. And it looks like this, okay? So the more you train, you will get better results, but you don't get, if you train 3 times as much, you don't get 3 times the result. And so I've just found that 2 days a week tends to be a sweet spot for many people. It gets you great results in a time-efficient manner while also keeping you away from overdoing it in the gym. If you aren't sure where to start, then I just recommend starting with 2 days a week. Like I said, you pretty much can't go wrong with 2 days per week. And if you'd like to work with a knowledgeable personal trainer who can coach you on everything from your workouts, your outside the gym activity plan, cardio, walking, etc., your nutrition, and someone to hold you accountable through the whole thing, we would love to work with you. Just go to our website, steelstrengthbham.com or steelstrengthvestavia.com. Click on one of the buttons and fill out the form, and we'll get with you within 24 hours to schedule a zero pressure in-person meeting to see if we're a good fit to work together.